I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. I want to talk a little bit today about just the whole how you should face this whole challenge of quitting drinking alcohol. As I've said before, this is not about just the stopping drinking. That's the easy part. It's the simple part anyway. It's very straightforward. In order to stop drinking the alcohol, you don't put any into your mouth, right? Very straightforward. It can't be anything more straightforward than that, right? You know that if you don't put it in, you stop drinking, right? If you do put it in, you still drink. Basics and simple. The difficult and more complicated part of this is once you start to try and deal with the aspects of your life, then those parts of your life that are you used to involve alcohol with, and that's a challenge. It's a challenging part of that, but the only way that you can really change is to face up to these challenges, right? If you're not being challenged by something, then it's very difficult to see where you're making the changes. Making changes is always going to be challenging, right? We love our comfort zones. We love being in our comfort zones. We love doing the same thing over and over again because the same thing normally means that it's safe, right? But in this case, and in many other cases in life, your body is not wired for this type of lunatic culture that we live in, where we've got access to massive amounts of alcohol that we can pour into our bodies and, get this huge hit from, this drunken feeling. Bodies are not used to having access to massive amounts of food. As a species, we've evolved in a world where food is scarce, where you've got to go out and you've got to hunt for food. You've got to hunt either physically animals, or you've got to hunt around for roots and berries and whatever. So we're living in a crazy upside down world with bodies that are still, and minds that are still wired for the old times. So we don't like change, right? We don't like challenges. Challenges normally signify to us that there's danger, there's something that's wrong, that we need to get it sorted out. But in our world, in our modern world, challenge means something good. Challenges mean that you're growing as an individual, that you're growing as a person. So, if you're having crappy days, just always remember that you can't change without the challenge. It's going to be challenging times, but you just move onwards and upwards. That's it. So I hope you got something out of that relatively short message. Until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Stay safe, hey? Keep the alcohol out of your mouth. The most simplest thing that you can do. And then deal with everything else. Break it all down to smallest challenges that you can. Don't be facing into these huge, massive challenges and putting yourself under enormous amounts of pressure. You don't need to do that. Break them down into small bits, day by day by day. Take it moment by moment, and you'll eventually get there. Take care, onwards and upwards.